How you doing there? IshnaWolf here, and I'm playing another episode of Mass Effect.
Okay, so I was just wandering around the solar system, going back and forth, doing random uh, shepherd things. And turns out I went
Looks like
to.
this cavern formed around the ruin after it was built.
Turns out I did something. I did a big no-no, and I accidentally made some progress on a main quest. I was just trying to get some like resources and all that stuff, do a little leveling up, minor stuff. And now I'm saving Liara to Sony. I did not know that. I recently only figured it out right now because I remember her being in one of these blue cell things. So, hey, we're making game progress. It's wonderful. That's for Richard.
The tiles in those walls remind me of a bathroom floor.
It's for Private Richard. Private Richard's dead, everybody. Oh, great. Original. Wait, actually, it would be pretty original because this is a really early game. Never mind, I take it back. It's an alright. It's an alright thing to do.
Hello? Could somebody...
I forgot how she sounded for a while there.
Can you hear me out there? I'm trapped. I need help.
Liara to Sony, I presume.
Thank the goddess. I did not think anyone would come looking for me. Listen, this thing I'm in is a Prothean security device. I cannot move, so I need you to get me out of it, all right?
How the hell did
How'd you end up in there?
I was exploring the ruins when the Geth showed up, so I hid in here. Can you believe that? Geth beyond the veil! I activated the tower's defenses. I knew the barrier curtains would keep them out. When I turned it on, I must have hit something I wasn't supposed to. I was trapped in here. You must get me out, please!
Any suggestions on how we can help?
There is a control in here that should deactivate this thing. You'll have to find some... That's the tricky part. Be careful.
It actually took me a little effort to actually overheat the gun. It's a good sign. Alright. It's kind of hard to believe that she's going to end up being somebody I'm going to hate after a while. Hey, baby. Yeah, baby, I'm doing it. Sniper. Damn, I'm making some pretty good bank, actually. Maybe I'll be able to buy some new Spectre armor before all this is over. And I know, I didn't update or put a new episode up yesterday. But don't worry, this will be up. I'm trying to get into a schedule here. I'm trying to put everything in retrospect. Wait. Oh, okay. Okay, I like puzzles. Oh! Okay, that was kind of easy. And under and up. Alright. So just take the elevator here and we shall be good. I wonder if we can squeeze some money out of her. Think she'll resent us? Tali? Huh? Hey, Kaden? Huh? Alright.
How did you get in here? I didn't think
Magic.
there was any way past the barrier.
We blasted through with the mining laser.
Of course. Yes, that makes sense. Please, get me out of here before more Geth arrive. That button over there should shut down this containment field.
Man, I don't know why my ears are so freaking itchy right now. Alright, that sounded like a pretty heavy drop there, lady.
Any idea how we get out of this place?
There is an elevator back in the center of the tower. At least I think it's an elevator. It should take us out of here. Come on.
I mean, the one we just came up in? No? Okay.
I still cannot believe all this. Why would the Geth come after me? Do you think Benezia's involved?
Saren's looking for the conduit. You're a Prothean expert. He probably wants you to help him find it.
The conduit, but
Especially since after we killed your mama, you know,
What the hell was that?
he needs another Asari on his
these
arm.
ruins are not stable. That mining laser must have triggered a seismic event. We
Great.
have to hurry. The whole place is caving in.
Try to do one thing. Yeah, we're getting out of here.
Joker, get the Normandy airborne and lock in on my signal. On the double, mister.
Aye, aye, Commander. Secure and away. ETA 8 minutes.
He needs to move faster.
Yep. And we are most likely going to die. Are you gonna run us into those fans? You're gonna run us into those fans? Just kidding. No, he's not gonna run us into those fans. I hope. Alright. Ah, great. Hey, buddy. It's a cool looking set of armor you got there. Real cool.
Brenda, you don't. That would be no fun.
We don't have time to deal with this idiot. Charge!
I like your attitude.
Yeah. Then you're gonna love me. I'm gonna kill him. I call him. Motherfucker. We met a gel. Damn, he almost killed me. Come on, guys. You can't even take care of a few death. Oh, great. We're stuck. Never mind. Thank you. Never mind. Screw you. Cracked her in the head. We're falling off. Oh sure, I'm the last one to get out, huh? I wonder if they remember to get the rover. The rover doesn't have insurance on it. Oh. I'm the Vanguard and I'm the one out of breath. Great. They're all nerds.
Too close, Commander. 10 more seconds, we would have
Ooh,
been
got an
swimming in molten
achievement.
sulfur. The Normandy isn't equipped to land in exploding volcanoes. They tend to fry our sensors and melt our hull. Just for future reference.
Alright,
We almost
alright.
died out there, and your pilot is making jokes.
He uses attention. Don't take it so hard. No, a little sarcasm, a little jokes goes a long way.
It's a coping mechanism. You'll get used to it.
I see. It must be a human thing. I don't have a lot of experience dealing with your species, Commander. But I am grateful to you.
What are you, like
saved my life
100
back
something
there,
years old?
And not just from the volcano. Those Geth would have killed me or dragged me off to Saren.
What did Saren want with you? Do you know something about the conduit?
Only that it was somehow connected to the Prothean extinction. That is my real area of expertise. I have spent the past 50 years trying to figure out what happened to them.
I might know. We already know that they live for a long time. 50 years isn't really going to be a big surprise.
Did your research turn up anything interesting?
What is interesting is what I did not turn up. There is remarkably little archaeological evidence of the Protheans, and even less that might explain why they disappeared. It is almost as if someone did not want the mystery solved. It is like someone came along after the Protheans were gone and cleansed the galaxy of clues. But here is the incredible part. According to my findings, the Protheans were not the first galactic civilization to mysteriously vanish. This cycle began long before them.
How exactly do you know this? From rocks?
Where'd you come up with this theory? I thought there wasn't any evidence.
I have been working on this for 50 years. I have tracked down every scrap and shred of evidence. Eventually, subtle patterns start to emerge. Patterns that hint at the truth. It is difficult to explain to someone else. I cannot point to one specific thing to prove my case. It is more a feeling derived from a half-century of dedicated research. But I know I'm right, and eventually I will be able to prove it. There were other civilizations before the Protheans. This cycle has repeated itself many times over.
Do you know anything of people who came before?
If the Protheans weren't the first,
You're so smart.
then who was?
I don't know. There is barely any evidence on the Protheans, even less on those who came before them. I cannot prove my theory, but I know I am right. The galaxy is built on a cycle of extinction. Each time a great civilization rises up, it is suddenly and violently cast down. Only ruins survive. The Protheans rose up from a single world until their empire spanned the entire galaxy. Yet even they climbed to the top on the remains of those who came before. Their greatest achievements, the mass relays and the Citadel, are based on the technology of those who came before them. And then, like all the other forgotten civilizations throughout galactic history, the Protheans disappeared. I have dedicated my life to figuring out why.
Uh-huh. You know, I didn't hear anything that she just said. I just sounded her out.
They were wiped out by a race of sentient machines. The Reapers.
The Reapers? But I have never heard of. How do you know this? What evidence do you have?
I saw it. Stop trying to freaking go like, oh, yeah, you're just a crazy
There was a
man.
damaged Prothean beacon on Eden Prime. It burned a vision into my brain. I'm still trying to sort out what it all means.
No, a little something else. A little
Yes, that makes sense. The beacons were designed to transmit information directly into the mind of the user. Finding one that still
Don't act like you knew.
extremely rare. No wonder the Geth attacked Eden Prime. The chance to acquire a working beacon, even a badly damaged one, is worth almost any risk. But the beacons were only programmed to interact with Prothean physiology. Whatever information you received would have been confused, unclear. I am amazed you were able to make sense of it at all. A lesser mind would have been utterly destroyed by the process. You must be remarkably strong-willed, Commander.
Okay,
Stop
this
trying to
isn't
kiss
helping
my
us
ass.
find Saren or the conduit.
Of course, you're right. I am sorry, my scientific curiosity got the better of me. Unfortunately, I do not have any information that could help you find the conduit.
You know, she used to be a
or
big
Saren.
nerd, or she still is a big nerd right now. But I remember in Mass Effect 2, she becomes a shadow broker, and she becomes really like, how do you say, a dick, pretty much. Is how I would.
I don't know why
say it.
Saren wanted you out of the picture, but I think we'll be a lot better off if we bring you along.
Thank you, Commander. Saren might come after me again. I cannot think of anywhere safer than here on your ship. And my knowledge of the Protheans might be useful later on.
What'd I say about trying to kiss my ass?
Will come in handy when the fighting starts.
You can come.
We've already got every other non-human species on board. Might as well add an Asari to the team.
Thank you, Commander. I am very grateful. Oh, I am afraid I am feeling a bit lightheaded.
When was the last time you ate or slept? Dr. Chakwa should take a look at you.
It is probably just mental exhaustion, coupled with the shock of discovering the Prothean's true fate. I need some time to process all this. Still, it could not hurt
She
to be
really likes
examined
her
by a
work,
medical
doesn't she?
professional. It will give me the chance to think things over. Are we finished here, Commander?
We'll
We
talk
can talk
later.
again after you've seen the doctor.
Mission reports are filed, Commander.
Don't bother.
Aye, aye, sir.
Yeah, I ain't gonna talk to those assholes. They're just gonna chew me out again. Alright, let's see. Let's go socialize with Joker. 'Cause he always has something valuable to say. Am I right? Or am I right? You're wrong. Shut up.
I prefer gold to silver, you know, for my medal. I figured you'd recommend me for one since I pulled your boots out of the fire.
If we present you with a medal, you'll end up sitting on stage listening to politicians make speeches for a couple of hours. Fun, fun.
That's a good point. They'd probably make me shave, too. I spent the last 7 weeks working on this baby. No medal's worth that. So, Commander, why don't you tell me why you're really here?
Let's see here.
How's the Normandy performing?
She's the best ship. The Normandy's probably...
Can't really say anything else, can we? Other than the generic conversations we usually have. Yeah. Let's go talk to the rest of the crew. Hey, nice hairdo. Fucking blonde bleached hair guy. What do you mean your hair used to be like that too? Well, I grew mine out, so it actually looked pretty wicked, if I say so myself. It seems like you're always sweating, man. Are you okay?
Anything you need, Commander?
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
Well, they know about the stonewalling you've had from the Council.
They deserve to know what we're up against.
They're on your side. They're pissed about the resistance we're getting, especially from our side. I'll have a better handle on all of it when my head stops hurting. Another L2 flare-up.
L2? I thought he was an L3. Oh, no. Ah, fuck. Okay. Yeah. I wouldn't ask if he's alright. I would ask if he could retrofit.
Ever thought about going back under the knife? Maybe get an upgrade?
No thanks, Commander. One slip and you can't remember your own name. The L2s spike higher anyway. My abilities would drop with pain-free L3s. That'd be a cold day before I turn myself over to a Canadic subsidiary.
Wait, still... Huh? What? You use big words. Me no understand.
I haven't heard anything about Canadics in a while.
Yeah, they quietly disappeared. Broke up into a bunch of little corps after they botched the training on Jump Zero. After first contact, Canadics was set up to track Element Zero exposures and develop implants for humans.
Yes.
Once we had an embassy on the Citadel, Canadics could bring in experts instead of taking it slow.
Why couldn't we do it alone?
Is there some reason we couldn't learn it on our own?
They didn't know where to start. Hell, it took a couple of years to even link biotics and Ezo. Forget trying to get the kids to move stuff. They had trouble just helping them not break their own limbs. And their choice of teachers didn't help much.
The only experts would have to be aliens.
Dead on. Turians, actually. That's why Canadics kept it a secret. They were afraid of what people back home would think, asking the Turians for help when we just fought a war with them.
Why not the Asari?
The Asari would have been more acceptable than the Turians.
Yes, but the company didn't go through the Citadel. It would have made Earth look weak, so they discreetly hired some Turian mercenaries.
I'm sure they meant well. You do what you have to. They had bad teachers?
Get your knuckles rapped a few times, Lieutenant?
Yeah, you could say that. Our instructor was a Turian by the name of Commander Vernus. A real hard-ass. He basically had a free pass to break us if it would turn out a decent biotic. Kind of spiraled from there, Commander.
matters is the result.
You're a hell of a biotic, though. You must have done something right.
Well, I got to where I am because I took initiative. Good or bad, I own that. Pretty much despite kinetics. Anyway, this is ancient stuff. I walked it off a long time ago. I should get back to my duties, Commander. We're here to make history.
What's your opinion?
Seems like...
What's your opinion on the last minute?
Seems like... I mean, if you like the bookish sort.
Do you?
Any intentions there, Lieutenant?
No, Commander. Just art appreciation. Commander.
You're no fun. Come on, you're boring. Boring me. What? I haven't used version 3s in a while. I didn't even need Metagel. I remember... Yeah, she's back here. Hey, Liara. Is that you? Is that how you pronounce your alien name?
Are you coming to check up on me?
Oh, I'm coming to check up on something. If you know why.
You look much better.
Okay.
How are you feeling?
Dr. Chakwas assures me I am going to be fine.
Like
I was
calamari.
impressed with her knowledge of Asari physiology.
She is the best.
You're in good hands. Dr. Chakwas knows what she's doing.
I never properly thanked you for saving me from the Geth, Commander. If you hadn't shown up,
According to her personal history, she is pretty much the best. Seeing as she came out into the military right out of med school, which would mean that she's had quite the extensive, whatever how you call it, experience.
I'm just glad we
so
got
am I. I know you took a chance, but I am not like Benezia. I will do whatever I can to help you stop Saren. It means a lot to hear you say that, Commander. Thank you.
Tell me about
Me?
yourself. Sounds...
As for the solitude, well, that is one aspect.
You must...
You were actually touched by working Prothean technology.
Sounds like you...
I only meant that you would be an interesting specimen for an in-depth study. No, that's even worse.
Calm down.
No, please, just pretend this... Goodbye, Shepard.
Yeah, I'm gonna pretend this conversation didn't happen because I'm not trying to get into your pants. Now, some of you guys might want me to get into her pants. I am not trying to get in her pants. You understand me? Do you understand me? I'm not into blue skin chicks. Yeah, I'm not really into aliens. Okay, I'm kind of being counterproductive because I really actually like Tally, but you know, I'm not really into Sorry. I just feel like
I wanted to thank you
What for, Gary?
I just feel like they're
for everything.
manipulative for
Taking
some
me
reason.
with you, letting me be part of your team. I've learned a lot. I've thought about what you said.
I guess I'm kind of racist towards the Sorry, I guess.
Immediately, regardless of the cost. You were right. I always knew C-Sec's methods were flawed, but it's more than that. I can see now just how dangerous that type of thinking can be.
Very good.
I'm glad you see it that way. Keep that in mind when we meet Saren.
Don't worry, Commander. I will.
Surprised to see you here, sir. Thought you'd be chatting up, what's her name? Tassoni?
I was.
Liara, why would you think that?
Scuttlebutt says you got a bit of a thing for her.
Ah!
I could understand why. The crew's off limits with the regs against fraternization. And at least she looks like a woman.
So what you
You
think?
think I'm interested in Liara because she's the only one I'm allowed to date?
So you are interested in her? Of course,
No.
it could be politics. Alien diplomat's daughter, us under orders to make nice with the bug-eyed monsters. Anyway, interested in a quick drink? It's a special occasion.
Oh, that's contraband.
What's the occasion?
It's Armistice Day, when the first contact war ended. Since I'm the only Williams aboard
Seems like an odd thing to celebrate.
in our don't tell me you don't know about my family. My commanders always find out. It's not in my files or something?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm General Williams' granddaughter.
Do I look like a
Commander
reader
of
to you?
Jason in the war.
Come on.
The only human ever to surrender to an alien race.
I guess now I understand.
Takes a I'm not gonna let our name go down with Arnold and Quisling.
I should have figured.
It's... So, you still interested in me? Baggage and all?
You're a difficult woman. Hard to read. Hard to keep in line.
Awfully smug, Shepard. What makes you think you can keep me in line? But hey, once we save the galaxy, maybe the Alliance will get its act together. Start acting like an actual government.
It will.
If not, we'll
I have a
convince.
feeling things will come to a head soon. But don't worry,
What's
Shepard.
your opinion on the
Not
last?
sure I buy Dr. Tassoni's story about her and her mom not talking. They're family, right?
Not everyone.
Too bad those ruins got destroyed. I mean, looking forward to it, Skipper.
I'm not really
Shepard,
interested in any of these.
So you'd rather be a merc?
I'm a fighter. It's what I do.
Aren't you at all worried about?
What? I'm tired of sticking my ass on the line.
So you're.
I'm... Bottom line, killing for credits simplifies things.
Exactly. That's why I hired you.
And that's why I joined. So I wouldn't have to deal with them. But there's a lot of Krogan mercs out there. I'm always running into them.
Yeah.
Half the time I'm being paid to kill them. But that's just part of the job. You don't get to pick who your enemies are. It's good work, but doesn't kill. I fight best.
I don't really care about your history. I only care about 3 people on this ship. No, 4 people on this ship. That's Joker, Garrus, Tally, and Kaden.
Hey, Shepard. You need something?
Yo, you got nothing new to say?
See you
It's
later.
okay. We'll talk later. Alright, let's go upstairs. Alright, I'm about to sell some junk, and I'm pretty sure you guys don't want to see that. So, in the next episode, we're probably just gonna do some random junk every now and then, or some random stuff, you know. And, yeah. If you guys liked the video, give it a like. If you like me, subscribe. And remember, give me a ring-a-dang so you don't miss a thing. Boksha.